Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a What I Eat in a Day keto edition. We are back to keto. Hey! So, I actually have a lot of like making food today planned, so it's kind of like a meal prep video also, but not really because I'm only gonna be meal prepping for like a couple of days worth, not like a whole week. But I am off today and tomorrow, so I want to get a bunch of cooking done. Plus I wanna be making fresh meals because I just love making fresh meals when like my husband's coming home from work and I'm home, and we can have something that doesn't have to be like heated up, that's been made a couple days ago. Like, I don't know, it's just so different, and I just really like making fresh food. So I am going to probably be making a salad for myself for lunch, and so I just am going to go ahead and prep a couple bowls of salad for my husband to take to work the next couple of days. I might make another salad as well while I'm like getting ingredients messy and dirty. I don't exactly know like what I'm gonna make and what I'm not gonna make, but for tonight I'm gonna be making, I think, a Tuscan chicken dish because it just sounds absolutely amazing. But then I also, you know what, maybe I'll just do a what I eat for 2 days in a row. I don't even know what I want to do because I feel like there's so many recipes I want to show you guys, and one day isn't enough. So I don't know, or maybe I'll just like get the other stuff ready. So here, this is my list. I want to make a cucumber salad to go along with some hot dogs because that's like an easy lunch that we could just take to work, and then the only thing you have to heat up is like the hot dogs. I want to make a balsamic chicken salad today. I want to make a Big Mac salad, which we've had before and it's really delicious. I want to do chicken and dumplings because it's winter time now, or I guess technically it's fall, but it's cold outside, and chicken and dumplings seems like it would be amazing. So I might actually start that in the slow cooker today because I want to slow cook the chicken off the chicken drumsticks that I have. And then I want to make this like keto lasagna slash pizza thing. And then the Tuscan chicken I would like to have for dinner with, I'm not sure what I'm having with it. Probably, did I get cauliflower? I don't know if I got cauliflower. So probably maybe like cauliflower rice or something like that. But yeah, I'm like really excited. All of these meals are coming out of this book that got sent to me by the publisher. It's called Easy Keto for Busy People, and I think it was only like $10 or $12 on Amazon, and I'm really, really liking it. I've made a couple meals so far, and they're like super, super easy, and they don't have a lot of ingredients. So that's what we're gonna be cooking out of today. So that way you guys can kind of see like inside it. I'll have the link down below if you guys wanna get your own copy from it, but I am super excited. The other thing I wanted to say is like for 2020, I'm trying to think of some things just to like have that are a little new on my channel, almost like a revamp. And I was almost thinking of doing like a meal prep video slash like eat with me, what I eat in a day kind of thing, cook with me, something like that. But instead of me picking the meals and me picking like the cookbook, maybe have you guys picking the cookbooks that you guys want me to cook from. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's like a cookbook, like a keto cookbook that you really, really love, and you're just like kind of afraid or intimidated to like make a recipe. I would love to do that. Like maybe it could be like either in the comments or through my Instagram or something like that, where you guys message me and tell me like what recipes you want me to make, and then I could purchase that cookbook or find it at my library or something like that. Or you could even send me the recipe and I could make it and tell you if it was good or not, like on a video. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments, obviously, because I'm just trying to think of some more fun things to do. Sometimes I feel like this channel gets a little repetitive, and over on my like booktube channel that I have, I've just been kind of like experimenting and showing my daily life and everything, and it's been really great and people are really loving that. So I want to be more, instead of just doing like recipe videos, I want to be like more like showing you guys my life and just being like very open and honest on here. And instead of having like, I don't know, it's so hard to explain the difference. But anyway, if there's anything you want to see on this channel, just let me know down below because I want to make more videos. Like maybe even I could do a whole week of like, I don't know, daily vlogs of eating, like, you know, every now and then, because I feel like that would be fun. I'm actually just gonna have some coffee. Oh, I think I press the wrong thing. I am brewing some coffee. We have been getting some K-cups because of all of the like holiday like flavors and stuff. I'm actually going to have this holiday blend. I only had one left. This is filled with other flavors, but this holiday blend is absolutely delicious. I love it. Just gonna mix it with some half and half, and that's just gonna be what I'm drinking for right now. It's 10:14 in the morning. I am actually already hungry because I just started going back to keto. Like, I think this is only day like 2 or 3 or something like that. And so I am hungry because I was Whole30 before this, and so I was eating like all of the carbs. And so now I have to train my body to not be hungry and burn the fat and all that kind of stuff again. So I'll probably be eating fairly shortly, and I'll be making a salad. So I'm excited to show you guys that. Okay, so what time is it? I don't even know what time it is right now, but I was filming some videos earlier and then my camera battery died. So while my camera battery is charging, I decided to go run some errands, but I knew I was hungry before going to run errands, but I couldn't like film anything because my camera battery was dead, so I didn't want to eat before that. So I just went to Walmart, and I still need to go. I need to stop by Goodwill and drop off a couple of things, and then I need to go to the post office and send a bunch of packages. So I decided to just pick up these beef sausage sticks, so that way I could eat a couple of them, so that way I'm not like super hangry, since this is the beginning of my keto journey again. So I'm gonna eat a couple of these. It says that there is 7 grams of fat per 1 stick, so I'll probably eat a couple of these just to like hold me over until I get home, and then I'm gonna make the salad for at home, to that way I can, like, you know, wait until dinner time to eat later. So I think I've had these before. I think I took a trip and got this before, so I think I already know that I really like them. They're really delicious, so I can't wait to eat some of those, and I'm gonna go run some more errands. All right, you guys, so I just got back from like doing my errands, and there were a couple things I wanted to show you guys. Plus I ate so many of these. There's only 2 left, and it's 2:23. So I thought instead I would show you this new product that I got that I really wanted to try on this What I Eat in a Day, but I forgot to actually make it for me this morning. But first, I just want to show you this I got at Walmart. I actually had their Parmesan wraps, and so now they just have these like cheddar wraps. So it's literally just cheese in like a thin wrap. But I really, really like these. You can do a bunch of different things with them. I love eating it like as a breakfast burrito thing. That's why I picked it up, so I could have like a breakfast burrito this week. I've gotten like these before, and they came out with a new strawberry lemonade flavor. But these, myself and my husband actually really, really like. And so I haven't tried the strawberry one, but this lemonade flavor is like one of my favorites. And then my husband really likes the black cherry limeade. These do have like 3 carbs per packet, and they do have a little bit of cane sugar, but they also have, let's see if it'll, here we go. But they also have some stevia. So like I like to use like half a pack in a big thing of water, so I'm not like having a bunch of carbs. But I think I'm gonna try the strawberry lemonade later because it seems really good. Okay, now this is sent to me by Keto Chow. This is a meal replacement shake. I have snickerdoodle, which I think I'm gonna make right now because that sounds amazing. Salted caramel, pumpkin spice caramel, root beer float, and I think my husband tried the chocolate and the strawberry because they sent us this like a month ago, but I didn't get to try it here on my channel because I was doing like Whole30 and stuff. So anyway, Keto Chow, I'll link it down below because I also think I have a discount code for you guys to use, but it's an actual meal replacement shake. You mix in your own fat according to like what your calories are. So it has like a whole like chart right here or whatever. But yeah, it's called ultra low carb meal replacement shake mix for nutritional ketosis. So like this salted caramel one is only 0.5 net carbs. This pumpkin spice is 0.6. Root beer is 0.6 and snickerdoodle is 0.5. And so here are the ingredients on the back here if you want to like take a look. But anyway, it has like the directions right here. So I think I'm gonna make some right now. It says add fat source, oil and or heavy cream, add 1 packet of powder, add 14 ounces of water, mix until all the powder is wet. You can also use a blender. Stick in your fridge for at least 30 minutes, though overnight is preferred for better flavor. So I'm gonna make one right now, but I'm definitely gonna eat it in like 30 minutes probably. They had also sent us the little like mixing thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make it right now and mix it in here. My husband said it's really, really good. I didn't try it yet, so that's why I didn't like put it on my channel yet. But now that I'm gonna try it, plus it comes in 18 flavors: cookies and cream, vanilla, chocolate, salted caramel, strawberry, banana, chocolate peanut butter, mocha, pumpkin spice caramel, root beer float, chocolate toffee, savory chicken soup, raspberry cheesecake, natural strawberry, eggnog, oh my gosh, I love eggnog, orange cream, snickerdoodle, chocolate mint. That's a lot. I'm really excited to try this, so let's make this right now. And then I'll have to make dinner in a little bit. Okay, welcome back. It is 4:22 and my husband just said that he is on his way home. So I'm going to start cooking dinner and meal prepping the salad for him for tomorrow. And so I am getting the recipe out of the Easy Keto for Busy cookbook, like I mentioned before. And so let me find the recipe and see what we have to do. That we will be making creamy Tuscan chicken. So it's chicken breasts. I don't have any lemon pepper seasoning, so I'll probably just put my own seasoning, some onion, chicken stock, heavy cream, garlic, Parmesan cheese, sun-dried tomatoes, and spinach. And I think I might make either some broccoli to go with it or some Brussels sprouts, something like that. But it looks like really, really easy, so I'm really excited. I might even make some cauliflower rice to go along with it as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get that like starting to go, and while it's cooking, then I'll show you the little like chicken salad that I'm going to be making. And I think I might make a cucumber salad as well. It's getting dark in here, gosh. It gets dark so early now. But yeah, that way I can show you some of the stuff that I'm making for later. And I didn't even get to try my shake thing yet because I was letting it get cold. Let's try a sip of this because I want to like see what it tastes like. Okay, here we go. It's not cold yet, but it tastes like pudding. Wow. It tastes really, really good. I thought it was gonna be like really super sweet, but it's not. It tastes like vanilla pudding. I really like this. This is one of the best like meal replacement shakes I've ever had. Even before I was keto, like I used to have like Shakeology and stuff from Beachbody. This is way better. This was the snickerdoodle flavor. I really, really like it. It just needs to be colder. I didn't have it in there long enough, but it ended up like thickening. So it's really, really good. And I'm going to do a what I eat like next week as well. I'm gonna try and do it every single week again. So I will try and taste the other flavors as well. So next week, I'll probably either do the salted caramel or the like pumpkin spice caramel or something like that. I'll probably save the root beer float for my husband because I don't really like root beer floats. But this snickerdoodle is like really, really good. I'm glad I tried it. Also, since this is a what I eat in a day, I like to have like a glass of wine or some type of drink when I'm cooking. Probably a bad habit, but I just really enjoy it and it's like really relaxing. So like on my days off when I'm like cooking, I'll have like something to drink while I'm cooking. And I just picked up this pear hard cider. It's called Crispin, I guess is the brand, Crispin. And this has 9, I think it says 9 carbs per can. So obviously like that is kind of high if you're staying like super low in your carbs for keto, but I actually don't. I usually can have way more than 20 carbs. Like I'll eat vegetables and stuff. And so I usually have like 50 to 70 carbs even with me being in ketosis. I know it's not ideal since I'm just getting back into keto for me to like drink alcohol, but hey, YOLO, right? So I'm gonna try this. I've never had it before. Wow, that's really good. It just tastes like sparkling white wine. It's really delicious. It's hardly sweet at all. Yeah, I actually don't even think it has any sugar in it. The ingredients are filtered water, fresh pressed hard pear cider, pear juice concentrate, natural flavors, malic acid. That's it. So I don't even think it has like added sugar. It's just pear juice that's carbonated.
All right, so we're going to start out putting some chicken thighs in some coconut oil. I also have some chicken breasts that I'm putting in the oven for my salad, and I'm just putting salt and pepper, some of this 21 seasoning Salute, which is from Trader Joe's, which I put on the chicken breast that went in the oven, and I'm just cooking that, and I'm cooking some frozen broccoli just in some water on the stove. Now I'm chopping up some onions and some mushrooms to get prepared to add that to the dish when the chicken is finished. I just flipped the chicken, and I also have some garlic chopped up. So once the chicken is finished, we're going to put it in a bowl, and I'm going to add all of these veggies to the pan and cook all the veggies in this pan that's already like hot and filled with the coconut oil. I'm also adding some sun-dried tomatoes. These are just already julienned. And then I'm adding some chicken broth and some heavy cream and some Parmesan cheese. This is after the onions and the mushrooms have cooked down a bit, so make sure that you cook those first before you add these other ingredients. Then I added some frozen spinach, and I'm just adding my chicken back in so it can just cook in the sauce. While that's cooking, I just got some of the salads together. So it's different colored peppers. I have onion, tomato, feta cheese, and I'm waiting for the chicken to come out of the oven. And then this is the cucumber salad. It has sour cream, apple cider vinegar, dill, salt, and pepper.
Okay, so this is what the finished Tuscan chicken looks like. The chicken is just in here, so I'm just gonna pull it out, and then I'm gonna spoon the sauce over top, which I actually think I'm just gonna have broccoli as like the base. So I'm gonna put broccoli on the plate and then spoon that like on top of the broccoli. And then this is just the chicken breast that I cooked for the salad. So this is the balsamic, or it's gonna be balsamic. I didn't make the dressing yet, but the balsamic salad. And then this is a cucumber salad that I made for another lunch that's gonna go along with just like some hot dogs. I have some grass-fed hot dogs from Aldi. The avocado goes with these salads, but I don't want to cut it until like we actually eat the salad for lunch, so that way it doesn't like turn brown. So we're gonna eat dinner now, which is gonna be, I hope it's gonna be really good. It looks like really delicious.
Graham, say what?
Whoa, whoa. Okay, it is time for dessert. We're gonna make some chocolate chip cookie dough fat bombs. That is also in that same cookbook that I've been cooking out of. It's cream cheese, butter, peanut butter, stevia, or swerve. But I'm kind of doing like an experiment because I think that the keto sweeteners make like my stomach really bloated. So I'm actually just gonna add a little bit of coconut sugar, which is not keto friendly. So like, don't pay attention that I'm adding that. And then vanilla extract, and I am using the Lily's chocolate chips. But I've been trying to cut down on my like artificial sweeteners, just because when I went carnivore and Whole30, even with me having dates and bananas and stuff like that, my stomach was less bloated than it was on keto. So I'm just making these with a little bit of coconut sugar, just to like test them out. But anyway, this is the recipe. And so I'm gonna beat a bunch of this stuff in here and then form it into balls and put it in the refrigerator for a little bit. Hey everyone, and good morning. So today is another day, obviously. It's actually the next day. Today is Tuesday, but I have off today too, and I really wanted to cook also. So this what I eat in a day is actually gonna be like 2 days worth. So last night I did make the, I don't know if I told you guys about it, but in this book, there is this like cookie dough fat bomb thing that I made last night. Anyway, so yeah, I think I did tell you guys, because I was telling you guys how I was gonna put coconut sugar in it instead of like stevia or erythritol, because I'm trying to figure out what on keto makes me bloated compared to being on like Whole30 and eating like healthy carbs, and being on carnivore and eating like only meat, obviously. Those have been, because like I lost a lot of weight on carnivore, and then I did a whole month of Whole30 / paleo, and I was eating all of the like healthy carbs, and I didn't gain any weight at all, which was crazy to me. And my belly has been like really like flat, not as flat as obviously like super skinny people, but a lot less bloated than what it used to be. So anyway, these are the cookie things. I actually even had more dough. I had put half of them in the freezer and half of them in the fridge last night, and I actually only had like a bite of one of them, but my husband tried both. He likes them better in the fridge than the freezer, just because it almost tastes like peanut butter cheesecake. I'm just gonna put them in a freezer bag and put them in the freezer. That way they can like stay for a while, they'll stay good. But that way then my husband can just pull out like a couple to put in the fridge anytime he wants to eat any in the fridge. So that's what I'm doing. I also, it's 9:26 and I'm drinking some coffee that my friend Heather got for me. I have like some of these amazing online friends, and we did like a buddy box, and she got me 3 bags of her local coffee because she knows that I love local coffee, or I love coffee in general. And I'm so excited because I tasted this first one and I love it. And so I cannot wait to like open the other 2 bags and like grind them all fresh and like have fresh coffee. I just love it so much. She also got me this beautiful cup. Like, oh my gosh, look how beautiful this is. This is like absolutely gorgeous. I love it so much. And I always like bring a reusable cup to work when I'm drinking like coffee, or I use my coffee cup for like cold stuff too. But I am so excited. This is like me. This style and colors, this is me right here, and I am loving it so much. So I can't wait to like take it to work and use it all the time. I love it. Anyway, so our agenda for today, so yesterday I had already made like the chicken salad, and I actually ended up not making the balsamic dressing because I had some Tessemae's dressing. Let me grab it. I have 2 Tessemae's dressings that were still in my fridge. So I have a bunch of creamy Caesar. There we go. Creamy Caesar, which my husband loves Caesar, so he's just gonna use this on his salad because it's still gonna taste good. It has like feta, tomatoes, peppers, chicken. It's all gonna go well together. And then there's a little habanero ranch left, which I might use on my little salad maybe, because I think I'm gonna eat a salad today for lunch. And then we're also going to be making the keto pizza lasagna thing with spaghetti squash, which I'm super excited about. That's gonna be dinner. I also have chicken and dumplings to make, and so I think I'm going to start making the chicken and dumplings, and then that way, because I have to work like tomorrow, well, I have to work like the rest of the week. I'll have some like leftovers. Well, I'll have the whole chicken and dumplings as leftovers, but that way I can make it on here on this channel today and then just save it as leftovers for the rest of the week. So those are the 2 things that we're making today. And I'm really excited for the chicken and dumplings because I think it's like a fathead dough or something that's gonna be the dumpling part. I'm going to use a bunch of chicken drumsticks I have from Butcher Box, which if you guys don't know, I use Butcher Box because they have grass-fed, grass-finished meat, and I can't really find that where I live, or it's like super expensive if I like went to Whole Foods, which is still a half an hour away from me. But anyway, the meat gets delivered to my door, and I have a $30 off code for you guys down below if you want to use it. I just always like to talk about it because I have been buying all my meat from Butcher Box now for months, and it's just really great because I know that my meat is good quality, and I felt really good on carnivore, like eating good quality meat. I would not have, not health-wise, but like, you know, guilt-wise, if I would have been eating like conventional meat, just because I know of all of the things that aren't that great in it. So when these are in the fridge, like you could actually roll them into actual, like, they could be like little cheesecake balls probably. They'd probably be really good. Ooh. I just got an idea of a holiday dessert that I'm not gonna tell you guys about because I have surprises coming later in life. So this was actually quite a lot. Like, those are a bunch of little like cookie things, cookie cheesecake, peanut butter balls, whatever you wanna call them. I'm just gonna like stick them, I don't know if I should stick them in the fridge or the freezer. I might stick them in the fridge for now, I guess. Okay, while we're like over here and cooking and stuff, let's look. Chicken and dumplings is $79. Chicken and dumpling soup. That is what we're going to make. And I think it actually is just in like an actual, like it's just soup or whatever. Yeah, it's like cook for 20 minutes until the chicken's cooked through, but they're using like skin on chicken thighs. I want to slow cook my chicken drumsticks that I have from Butcher Box. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it in the Instapot and slow cook it from now until dinner time. And then I'll try and finish it for dinner time, which the dumplings are made with mozzarella cheese, coconut flour, egg yolks, xanthan gum, baking powder. We don't really like coconut flour, so I'm definitely going to switch out almond flour for that. And I think I'm just gonna try and make like an actual fathead dough with like cream cheese and stuff with the xanthan gum and see if that's gonna work. I might like Google a couple recipes just to see if it works. This looks really delicious. So I'm gonna cut up like garlic, onion, celery, and I guess slow cook the chicken with all of that stuff so that way it builds up the flavor, and then I'll just take out the chicken legs, pull off all the meat and stuff, and then we're good to go. And bay leaves, don't forget the bay leaves. They're essential. It is 11:52, so this was my salad that I made yesterday. I should probably take a picture of this really quick. So I'm going to pour it into just this dish just because I like to be able to kind of like mix everything up with my dressing. And then I actually think I am going to use some some extra virgin olive oil and some apple cider vinegar, maybe a little balsamic, just because I love like vinegar type dressings. I'm not a creamy dressing person. And then I'm also going to add some of this fermented sauerkraut because it just has green cabbage, caraway seed, and Celtic salt. And I love sauerkraut, so I'm going to do this and mix it all up, and this is gonna be my lunch. This is my salad that I'm going to eat. I'm really, really excited. It looks absolutely delicious, especially with the sauerkraut and stuff on here. So I'm gonna eat this as my lunch, and then I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Yum. Hello everybody, it is 4:22 and I'm going to get the chicken off of the chicken legs for my chicken and dumplings, and then I am also going to start cooking the spaghetti squash so I can make the like keto lasagna stuff. I need to use my Instapot. I wasn't thinking about this, but I need to use my Instapot for the spaghetti squash because it just literally takes like 7 minutes and then it's done instead of putting it in the oven for an hour. So I think I need to take the chicken broth out, like the chicken and dumplings out of the Instapot because it was slow cooking all day, and I'm gonna just put it in like a different pot. And then that way I can use my Instapot for my spaghetti squash. And then I'm gonna brown up some beef, some ground beef, and I'm going to, I have just like a jar of marinara sauce that I'm going to use. And then I have pepperoni and mozzarella cheese and ricotta cheese. This is gonna be really, really good. And again, I am getting, let me get the book again. I got the idea from this book. It's Amazing Keto Lasagna, but I am changing some things. This one calls for quartered trimmed radishes as like the noodles, but I had like this spaghetti squash that needed to be used up, so that's why I'm using that. And then this one doesn't have like pepperoni in it. I just have pepperoni to use up. So I got the idea like from this, and I'm using most of this recipe, but then I'm like just adding the things in that like need to be used up in like my house, obviously. So yeah, let's just go ahead, and this is the chicken, and well, there's no dumplings in it yet. I'm gonna make this fathead dough that I got off of Wholesome Yum. So it's with almond flour, baking powder, mozzarella cheese, cream cheese, and eggs. And so I'm just gonna make that dough, and then I guess I'll drop it in there. It kind of said that it could still disintegrate, so it's not very good, I guess, as a meal pre-made, but it did say that you could freeze this dough and then just drop it in when you're ready to eat the soup. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do actually.
Okay, so I'm just pouring this into a dish so that way it can cool off and I can take the chicken off the bones. But I'm going to cut the spaghetti squash and put it in my Instapot. And I like to cut my spaghetti squash this way just because it forms longer strands and it's just so much easier to cut in half that way. Once that's cooking, because it only has to cook for about 5 to 7 minutes depending upon how big your spaghetti squash is, I'm cooking up some ground beef with just some salt and pepper, some fresh garlic, and we're gonna make the ricotta blend. So I'm using 2 of these ricottas that are made with whole milk. I'm going to add some pepper, 3 eggs, and some spices, which is garlic powder, oregano, thyme, just anything that you have if you want to use like Italian seasoning or something like that. And then I'm just adding this jar of marinara sauce with a little bit of water. And in order to make this taste better, I always add my own spices. So I have garlic powder, onion powder, oregano, basil, any type of seasoning that you like. You can always use Italian seasoning. I also added red pepper flakes because we like our stuff spicy. And then I decided to put ricotta and sauce on the bottom and then to put my spaghetti squash in the middle. I thought that I wasn't going to have enough spaghetti squash, but this actually turned out absolutely perfect, and I want to make this exactly the same way. I added some spinach because I thought again that this was going to be too saucy, and then I topped it with some mozzarella cheese, and then I did another layer of ricotta, another layer of sauce, another layer of mozzarella, and then I topped it very last with a pepperoni. And this baked for about 40 minutes. I think that the oven was at 400 degrees, and it just was absolutely amazing. It was not too saucy. It gelled very well.
Okay, so the pizza lasagna thingy is in the oven now, and I think it's gonna turn out to be really delicious. It looks really delicious in my opinion. Next time I think I would add 2 spaghetti squashes and maybe just cut down on like the sauce and stuff, but I didn't wanna like save the ingredients because I don't have any plans for them for the future. So I just went ahead and put like everything in there. So it'll probably be more of like a pizza like soup consistency instead of like an actual lasagna consistency, but that's okay. So now while I'm waiting for that to be in the oven, because I think it has to be in there for about 40 minutes, and I'm still waiting on the chicken and dumpling stuff to like cool down, I actually think I decided not to do the dumplings tonight because if I really, like, if this recipe turns out to be really good, I want to actually enjoy it. And I'm afraid that they're just going to, like, I'm afraid the dumplings are just going to, like, melt, you know, if I have them in the fridge, like, in the soup. So instead, like, I think tomorrow I get off a little early. I think I work, like, 9:30 to 6 or something like that. And so I should be home by, like, 7 o'clock. So I think tomorrow night I'll just heat up the chicken and dumpling, like, and then I'll just make the fathead dough tomorrow night and put it fresh in there. But I just didn't wanna like go into the work and make it and then the next morning like all the dumplings be gone. So for now, I'm going to make some yogurt parfaits, or at least one yogurt parfait for my husband for tomorrow. I am using this new keto granola that got sent to me, and I already tried it. This stuff is actually really, really delicious. It tastes just like my keto granola recipe that I have here on my channel. So I'll link that up above in case you guys want to make your granola homemade and you don't want to spend the money buying this one. But I know a lot of you guys actually like want something that's pre-made because you don't want to spend more time in the kitchen. I know that going keto and eating healthy, you know, you do have to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. So if you want to get homemade granola for your yogurt parfaits or even just to use as like a cereal, this stuff is actually really, really good. I put it on, I think I showed the ingredients on my like grocery haul the other day, but I'll try and show them here if it's gonna focus. So those are the ingredients. They're really, really great. And so those are the like carbs and the fiber and stuff. This stuff is actually really, really delicious. So I will link it down below if you guys wanna get some for yourself. I was really, really happy that they like sent this to me, and I was very surprised by how like awesome and great it tastes. Let me show you what it looks like. So it's just like nuts and seeds. It looks really, really delicious. So I'm gonna make this into some yogurt parfaits for my husband. Alright, this came out of the oven. It looks absolutely delicious, and like look how full it is. It is so full. Anyway, I'm gonna like scoop some out so it can cool off because it's probably gonna take forever to cool off. Alright, so dinner was absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh, like that was so, so good. I'm definitely gonna have to make it again, and since I had changed so much of the recipe, I'll probably put the recipe here on my channel one day. I'm gonna have a bite of one of these cookie fat bomb things because then I think I'm gonna be finished for the rest of the day. It's like 6:14 p.m. and I really wanna edit this vlog. So I'm gonna have some of this. Definitely like them in the fridge. It's literally like cheesecake bites. This is what the chicken and dumpling, well there's no dumplings in it yet, but this is what the chicken and dumpling stuff looks like. I just took all the chicken off the bones, then I'll make the dumplings tomorrow night. I'm gonna end the vlog here. Sorry if I have any like chocolate in my teeth or anything like that, but I hope that you enjoyed watching what I ate for the last 2 days. And I am super excited to continue making more of these videos now that I'm back on keto, since I know a lot of you guys do follow my channel, you guys are doing keto. Anyway, give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye everyone.